Today, we're diving deep into an interesting topic: the use of spiritual practices and how the knowledge behind them can affect not just individuals, but communities. A lot of people often wonder, when it comes to spiritual practices, why some people succeed while others falter.
Absolutely. And I think it really comes down to how you use the knowledge and tools you're given. For example, if someone has a certain ability to read or sense things, they might offer guidance. But the key difference is whether they're using that gift responsibly or just for personal gain.
That's an important point. It's almost like a tool, like a hoe in farming. You can use it correctly to cultivate the land, or you can misuse it and end up causing harm. It's not just about having the tool, but knowing how to use it properly.
Right, exactly. And it's the same with spiritual practices. People who study deeply, who know how to properly use their spiritual knowledge, can guide others. They're not just giving readings or telling fortunes, they're empowering people to understand their own paths.
I see. So it's not about just telling someone what's going to happen, but teaching them how to navigate life's challenges themselves. It's like helping them build a stronger foundation.
Yes, and what's fascinating is how knowledge can be passed down. Whether it's through generations or from teacher to student, it's not just about receiving a gift from the divine, it's about how you interpret and apply that gift. Someone who studies, someone who learns, can create a much stronger impact.
And that impact can be very different depending on the person, right? I mean, someone who really understands the energy, the forces at play, can help people change their lives for the better. But those who misuse it might just give temporary advice or solutions that don't last.
That's a great point. A person who's just looking for quick fixes might not realize they're helping people in the short term. Meanwhile, someone who understands the bigger picture, who studies and understands the broader spiritual forces, can give people the tools they need for lasting growth.
And that's where the role of divine energy comes in, right? It's not about fearing these forces, but understanding them and using them for good. People often make the mistake of thinking spirituality is something to be afraid of, but it's really about harmony and balance.
Exactly. And it's about recognizing the interconnectedness between all things, the divine, the people, and the natural world. When we truly understand our role in that balance, we can make better decisions for ourselves and for others. We're not just dependent on the divine, we're working with it, alongside it.
So it sounds like it's a partnership rather than a hierarchy. We, as individuals, should be in control of our lives and the energy around us, using the divine forces as tools to help us grow, not as something we serve mindlessly.
Exactly. And that's the real power of knowledge. It allows us to use spiritual forces wisely to help not just ourselves, but also others. It's about understanding the bigger picture and how everything, from our ancestors to the energy we work with today, fits into that.
It's all about responsibility, right? If you have this knowledge and these tools, it's your responsibility to use them properly. You can't just go around fortune telling for money or fame. You're supposed to help others, help guide them.
Right? And sometimes it's not just about giving someone answers, but guiding them to discover their own path. That's real wisdom. And as we talked about, it's a balance. We don't need to fear these energies or forces. We need to understand them and respect them.
Absolutely. And if we approach spiritual practices with respect and knowledge, we can help ourselves and others reach new heights. It's not about the power you wield, but how you use that power for the greater good.
Exactly, and that's the true strength. Knowing how to handle the tools you've been given and using them wisely to create a better world for everyone.
Well said. I think that's a perfect note to end on. It's all about understanding, balance, and responsibility. So, for anyone listening, remember, knowledge is power, but only if you use it for good.
That's right. Thanks for tuning in, and we hope this discussion sparked some thoughts about how we approach spiritual knowledge and practices in our own lives.